when the rain turned the sign to blur. There you were in booth 7 with that deep cut dress and your quiet hurt. My silver beard, my worn out hat, you said sit down if you still can. I knew that look before the first word. I'd worn it once as a younger man. Your glass had a ring from the ice, my hands had the dust of a lie. We both got lonely for the same old flame, and neither of us knew why. Midnight at the honky-tonk, we drink what we can't undo. Midnight at the honky-tonk, I lost her and I found you. Midnight at the honky-tonk, a heart can crack so slow. Under that roadside neon, where regret comes home. You laughed at my broken watch, said time don't matter down here. The band played one slow heartbreak and you wiped away a tear. I told you I had a woman once with July in her hair and eyes, but I traded love for a hard old road, and I watched that good thing die. You traced the salt on your cheek, said he left you by the door. We sat real still like the truth itself was a stranger at the floor. Midnight at the honky-tonk, we drink what we can't undo. Midnight at the honky-tonk, I lost her and I found you. Midnight at the honky-tonk, a heart can crack so slow. Under that roadside neon, where regret comes home. When the jukebox changed to a waltz, you leaned in and touched my hand. I saw my whole life in that moment, like tracks in the desert sand. I should have gone home at daylight, I should have said your name, but the dawn came cold as a tin roof, and we both stayed the same. Midnight at the honky-tonk, we drink what we can't undo. Midnight at the honky-tonk, I lost her and I found you. Found you. Midnight at the honky-tonk, a heart can crack so Neon on the mirror, gold on your hair. My old boots are dusty, but I'm still standing there.
One slow song spinning by the poker machine. You smiled like you meant it, and I felt 19.
I said, Mama, do you dance?
You said, cowboy, take your chance.
The room fell away
on that worn out
floor, and I knew right then we were asking for more. Dance me slow, hold me close, smoking whiskey, that's all I know. Dance me slow, don't let go. In this Texas bar, we burn real slow. You tipped your hat low like a man with grace. Said, I've loved and lost, but I still know this place.
Your laugh was steady like an old porch screen, and your hand found mine like a scene from a dream.
You said, baby, stay a while.
I said, I love your Sunday smile.
The band played on and the lights stayed dim. We were two hearts learning how to give in. Dance me slow, hold me close, smoking whiskey, that's all I know. Dance me slow, don't let go. In this Texas bar, we burn real slow.
Maybe tomorrow we'll go our own ways.
Maybe by sunrise this will just be a haze.
But tonight, darling, let the whole room see a cowboy and a sunset holding on to me.
Dance me slow, hold me close, smoking whiskey, that's all I know. Dance me slow, don't let go. In this Texas bar, we burn real slow.
Dance me slow,
Yeah, dance me slow,
smoking whiskey in a heart that won't let go.
That screen door slapped shut slow. You walked in with your chin held high. Red velvet dress and a coal black curl made the whole room lose its light. I had a glass and a crooked grin and a pocket full of bad news. You sat down like you knew my name, like you came to pick the bruise. The jukebox coughed out gold, the ice went soft in my glass. He said, boy, don't start on me tonight. And I said, baby, I might. Whiskey don't wash you out. Whiskey just brings you back. Whiskey keeps your shadow right here in my sight. Red velvet dress, red velvet dress. You leave me here with this ache. You laughed at my worn out boots, said they'd walked too many towns. I told you I'd been good and bad in equal leisure all around. Your ring caught light from the neon sign when you reached for one last kiss. Then you slid that coat from the chair and the whole world turned to this. The band played soft and low, my heart beat out of time. You touched my hand and looked away like you knew what you'd find. Whiskey don't wash you out. Whiskey just brings you back. Whiskey keeps your shadow right here in my sight. Red velvet dress, red velvet dress. You leave me here with this ache. Now the barroom's nearly empty and my name's been on the floor, but I still see you crossing back through that smoky swinging door. If love was just a lesson, then I failed it every time. Still I tip this glass to heaven and hope you're still mine. Whiskey don't wash you out. Whiskey just brings you back. Whiskey keeps your shadow right here in my sight. Red velvet dress, red velvet dress. You leave me here with this ache. Dust on my boots again, same oak stool, same scarred old bar. Rain taps the window glass like fingers from a far-off heart. I keep my hat pulled low to hide the way I stare. Then you walk through the smoke like a fire in a storm. laughing at the room like you'd been there before. Velvet in the rain, you turned my whole life loose. Velvet in the rain, in that red dress and those old boots. I was a hard old man till you lit up the dark. Velvet in the rain, you stole the last soft part. You took that corner seat near the cracked glass by the door. Neckline like a dare, I couldn't look away no more. You asked me for a light, like you knew I'd say yes. I should have kept my hands where my memory told me to. But you smiled like a song, and I leaned right in on you. Velvet in the rain, you turned my whole life loose. Velvet in the rain, in that red dress and those old boots. I was a hard old man till you lit up the dark. Velvet in the rain, you stole the last soft part. Now the town's gone quiet, the years won't let me sleep, but I still see your shadow crossing over me. Rain on the window, still crying in the night, and I swear I can feel you by the firelight. Velvet in the rain, you turned my whole life loose. Velvet in the rain, in that red dress and those old boots. I was a hard old man till you lit up the dark. Velvet in the rain, you stole the last soft part. I pulled in past midnight, dust on my headlights. She was leaning on the jukebox like trouble in a silk dress. Boots, spurs, and gold buckle, smile like a smoke ring. She said, buy me one more round, mister, like she knew what that would bring. The room went still around us, the ice kept on chipping. I should have kept my distance, but her eyes kept on dripping. Whiskey on her boots, heartbreak in her smile. Whiskey on her boots made me stay a while. She danced me to ruin right there on that floor. Whiskey on her boots, I was begging for more. We rode out past the county line, through that red dirt shimmer. She laughed at my old leather, said, you look like a winner. But when the morning found me, her side of the bed was gone. Just a scarf on the dresser and a cold gray dawn. The highway kept on calling, that wind kept on moaning. I was left with my shadow and a bottle half on me. Whiskey on her boots, heartbreak in her smile. Whiskey on her boots made me stay a while. She danced me to ruin right there on that floor. Whiskey on her boots, I was begging for more. And now some nights I still hear her in the hum of that old room. See her move through the memory like a flame in a perfume bloom. And I swear that desert stretches where her tail lights used to flee. But the longest road I ever drove was the one she made of me. Whiskey on her boots, heartbreak in her smile. Whiskey on her boots made me stay a while. She danced me to ruin right there on that floor. Whiskey on her boots, I was begging for more.